We call it a new form of evil on the world. It's never been done by any government in the past, to take a large group of its own people and say, we're going to kill you without any kind of a trial, and we're going to sell your vital organ parts.
An individual from the United States or Canada, for example, could anticipate undergoing transplantation on a specified date.
It's a crime against humanity. It's abhorrent, and it needs to stop.
If you're going to go to China and you're going to get a liver transplant during the 3 weeks you are there, then that means someone is going to go schedule an execution, blood type and tissue type the potential executee, and have them ready to go before you need to leave.
Starting at the end of 1999, the number of transplants taking place just exploded.
La Cina effettua il maggior numero di trapianti di organi di qualsiasi altro paese dopo gli Stati Uniti. Ma a differenza di altri paesi, la Cina non ha un programma di donazioni in vigore. Questo perché culturalmente i cinesi ritengono che il corpo debba rimanere intatto anche dopo la morte. Il vice ministro della salute cinese, Huang Zhefu, ha suggerito che ci sono 7.000 trapianti ogni anno da persone morte e che più del 90% proviene da prigionieri giustiziati. Il numero delle esecuzioni penali in Cina è definito un segreto di Stato, ma la stima di Amnesty International è di circa 1.700.
The numbers just didn't add up. There's just too large of a discrepancy there.
Con solo 1.700 criminali giustiziati e nessun sistema di donazione in vigore, da dove proviene il resto degli organi? Zhao Shuhuan è stata imprigionata in un campo di lavoro cinese, poiché pratica il Falun Gong.
我每到一个劳教所，他都会让我们检查身体，给我们抽血验血。每个劳教所都是。
We estimate that in the period between 2000 and 2005, there are 41,500 transplants which have no other explained source.
I'm absolutely convinced that over a long period from 1999 onwards, organ harvesting from prisoners has been taking place, especially with Falun Gong.
他领着到他那个马三家教养院有医院呢，那个医院就是做我真理解好像就是验尿啊，抽干咳。
Doctors would come into the camps, they would look in their eyes, they would examine their organs with ultrasound and the like. And they were the only people in these camps who were medically examined thoroughly.
Nel 2006, due canadesi, l'avvocato per i diritti umani David Matas e l'ex segretario di Stato canadese per Asia Pacifico David Kilgour, hanno iniziato a indagare sulle accuse di trapianto forzato di organi in Cina. Hanno trovato almeno 52 punti di prove indiziarie, inclusi i siti web degli ospedali cinesi che offrono gli organi richiesti in meno di una settimana.
It's just not possible unless you have an unlimited source of organs. And these are people who are alive. We're talking about live donors. The actual transplant surgery itself was the form of execution. These were living people that were killed for their organs.
Makes you think of some grotesque restaurant where you go in and you pick your lobster in a tank. But these are human beings we're talking about.
The military's making money off of it. The hospitals are making money off of it. The middlemen are making money off of it. And we talk about money. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar operation.
Il giornalista e scrittore Ethan Gutman ha deciso di svolgere la sua indagine indipendente.
We had witnesses of disappearances, people who'd been examined and then had disappeared, busloads. Entire prison wards which had been emptied out. The signs began to look like something much, much bigger.
Come i tibetani e i cristiani indipendenti, milioni di praticanti del Falun Gong sono stati perseguitati in Cina per il loro credo. Nel 1999 il leader del partito comunista Jiang Zemin emanò l'ordine di distruggerli finanziariamente, rovinare la loro reputazione e distruggerli fisicamente. Da allora migliaia di praticanti del Falun Gong sono scomparsi senza lasciare traccia.
What happened to the disappeared? They, as far as we know, they're still there in these camps. Many of them have been killed through organ harvesting, but the rest are still there, and they're the organ data bank for China.
Around 1999, there were around 150 transplant centers. 6-7 years later, they had 600 transplantation centers. This is an increase by 300% within such a short period of time without an organ donation program.
Military hospitals get watched in China, okay? There is nothing they can do without the party central taking note of what they're doing. Was this run by triads? No. This is run by the state. This was murder, and it came from the state.
This is a crime against humanity. We should do our best to identify those specific individuals who are engaged in this and put them on the list of people who deserve to be brought to justice.
In 2006, when this came out and we realized that they were killing prisoners of conscience for their organs, it was doctors that took the front line in trying to stop this. Every day there are a dozen of people that are executed or killed for organs in China. So we have to bring out the message, we have to inform medical doctors to stop this practice.
Ma non è solo la comunità medica che sta venendo informata. Nel 2011, per la prima volta, il Dipartimento di Stato ha menzionato le accuse di espianto forzato di organi nel suo rapporto annuale sui diritti umani in Cina. Il 3 ottobre, 106 rappresentanti del Congresso statunitense hanno firmato questa lettera bipartisan Caro collega, indirizzata al Dipartimento di Stato, chiedendo che rivelino le informazioni sull'espianto di organi che potrebbero avere ottenuto dalla loro fonte in Cina.
This barbaric human rights abuse must be stopped, but to stop it we first have to further expose it.
E con ancora più petizioni che stanno circolando online, il problema sta cominciando ad attirare l'attenzione di tutto il mondo. Ma c'è ancora molto da fare.